Hello everyone, this is Toastmaster Tim with another in my series of how-tos on FreeToast Host. How to use it, how to manipulate it, how to work with it. Today is video tutorial number 16, or how to create a FreeToast Host meeting agenda template. You notice I said meeting agenda template. Today, we are going to create a template for a meeting agenda. And there is a difference. The differences are that a template acts as a pattern for a new agenda. And that's all. If you edit an agenda, which can only be edited in the site agenda area, then you don't affect the template. If you edit a template, and templates can only be created and edited from the admin panel, you don't change any existing agendas. Only future agendas would see or reflect any changes you make to a template. So with that quickly out of the way, let's go ahead and start creating a meeting agenda template. So in order to do that, we need to launch our admin console. Go up to select a module and click there, and then click on meeting agenda settings. And when we go into meeting agenda settings, there's three tabs at the top: agenda template, which is default, and then default meeting description and global settings. And if you already have templates, then you can select a template and you can select that template and then make changes to it under a new name. And you'll notice that here I've got 7 agenda templates, and there are 4 of them that are for contests. Or you can create a brand new agenda. And let's just go ahead and create a test agenda template. I'm going to call it test agenda, and then I'm going to change the start time. And this is important. Whatever time your meeting starts, this is what you want for your agenda template to reflect. So my meetings start at 7:30, so that's what I'm putting in. And then you can either add a role right now, or you can just save. And right up here, you'll notice that number 8, test agenda. So it has saved success, information updated. It has saved my test agenda. And I'm going to add a role here. Greeter. That's a nice one to start with. Now you can either add a description or not. But I'm going to add a description, just greeter is the person who ... And down below that, under that role/agenda item description, there are different little parameters that you can work with. You can make it bold, you can italicize, underline, or you can give it a line break. I'm going to change the assigned duration to 0. And then when we go down here, this is a role for which members can sign up. That's important. And this is what I want, so that's checked. This is not a speech, so I don't check that. This role should appear on the printed meeting agenda, and that is something I want, so it's checked. Now let's save this. And there it is. You'll notice that our first item is in place. And because of the options down here that we selected, it shows that it can be assigned, or a person can assign it to themselves, and it will be printed. Now if you ever want to change this, you do that by clicking on the pencil over here. If you want to delete it, you click on the trash can. Let's go ahead and add another item. Let's go Sergeant at Arms opens meeting. And I'm going to give that a 1 minute duration. And this is a role for which members cannot sign up because our Sergeant at Arms is an officer and they always open it. But this should appear on the printed menu and it's not a speech. So let's save this. And now you see that instead of a person like here, it's just a little timed item. Sergeant at Arms opens meeting. And etc., etc. So you can add items and you can now change this. Let's say I wanted the Sergeant at Arms to be above the greeter. I can grab it and pull it up above. Well, actually that greeter likes being up there, so I'm going to pull him down, making me a liar. There. No? Okay, I don't have enough in here yet. But if I add a couple of more things, actually what I'll do is I will go to another existing agenda in a minute and show you that. Default meeting description. This is what goes at the top of your template. And it's not going to look exactly like this the first time you see it. You're going to have to add your club's name and number, your website if you want to. This will already be in there, and then if you want to, you can put in a theme and a word of the day. Global settings. This is important. There's some information here that's very important. If you want to include photos, check here. If not, don't. If you want to include roll times, check. If you want to include role descriptions, very important. If you want the descriptions that you put with the roles to show up and be printed, then you need to check this box. And etc., etc., etc. And then you can change the recipients of replies to agenda notifications, people who take roles, who would be selected, who would be notified, and who would be notified if people drop a meeting role. Okay, going back to our agenda templates, let's go to our CETM 1 hour meeting. And because I have a lot of things here, let's go ahead and grab mission statement and pull it above pledge inspiration. So you see how easy that was? And now I can pull the mission statement down back below. So if you want to change the order of the items in your agenda template, you can do that very, very easily just by dragging and dropping. One other quick thing that I want to show you is I want to show you the contest, some of the contest agendas or agenda. You'll see that there are differences because we have 2 timers, we have a chief judge, we have a featured speaker because this is evaluation template, and then 5 minutes evaluator 1, evaluator 2. And so you can start from an existing template and you can change it. You can add these items, you can delete other items that are already in there, or you can start from scratch and just do it that way. And if you ever want to add something to an existing agenda, you can always do that by coming down to the bottom, clicking in role, adding the role title, a description if you want, and then you tell it how long it's supposed to be, and if this is a member can sign up for, or whatever. Okay, let's go up here to Evaluator 6 and click on that, and what it will do is it will bring us down here, and you see it says Evaluator 6 and it's got that information there. Quickly going back to my 1 hour plus meeting, let's go down to our speeches, because if it's a speech, then it's going to appear differently. I'm going to click here, and when it shows up, see, this is a speech. Select manual, add info, and so that is selected. If it's supposed to be a 5 to 7 minute speech, you give it 7 minutes. So there you have it, pretty much in a nutshell, how to create an agenda template. I'm going to close and get out of this. Thank you very much for watching and listening. This is Toastmaster Tim, wishing you well.